Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that's really good, actually.
Oh, you like it?
Expensive.
It's like $9.79.
Oh, cheers. All right. Hello, YouTube. Hello, world. Welcome back to our page. If you're new, we're really glad you found us. We're here having a glass of wine, and we hope that you join our conversation about mom stuff. And I think we have a really important topic that we wanted to bring to you today, something that we felt like was really important to us when we became new moms. You want to tell them what it is?
Definitely. Today we're going to do a video about finding your mom squad, you know, finding your group of friends. As a parent, that's super important. Both of us have found that through the years. And finding, not just finding friends, but finding the right friends and right fit for you. And I guess we were kind of going to get started with sharing our own stories about how we came about our own mom squad.
They're good stories.
Do you want to start
off? A little
off?
embarrassing.
A little embarrassing, yeah. I think you'll get to know us a bit better too from this.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my story. When I had my first child, I felt really, really isolated.
Yeah.
Because I had not had time yet to make my own adult friends. We had moved away from the college and got our first home, and now have this baby, and I'm home, and I'm all by myself. But I would see moms in the community going out for walks together or planning meetups, and I really wanted to be involved with that just because the isolation was so daunting. I think we're just social people by nature.
Yes.
So I did a little bit of research, and there was a mom group. It was more formal than just meeting a neighbor, but there was a mom group in the town. I emailed the person that was the contact person on that, and I never heard back from them.
Oh God.
So I was like, so now I was lonely and rejected.
Yep. There's no worse feeling as a mom.
No.
Lonely, isolated, rejected.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was like, I'm doing this all wrong. I felt like the older my child got, the more I was out and about.
Right.
So now, say he's turning a year old, 18 months old. Well, now he qualifies for these little gym classes and little mommy and me music. And I started to meet friends from that. And after music class, another mom would say, let's have a coffee. And it became more organic. So where I was trying to force it in the beginning. Yeah. And although I do feel like if it happened that way, it would have benefited me by having a newborn and
because
having
you needed that then. Yes.
Yeah. I can't stress enough how much, not easier is the wrong word, but maybe just calmer.
Yes.
I became as a person, as a mom, knowing other people were experiencing similar things that was happening in my house.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So now I rely on you a lot.
It goes both ways. For sure, it goes both ways. But I think the common theme between our two stories is that feeling of isolation as a mom or a parent, and I think that a lot of mothers feel this way, which is why we felt compelled to talk about this. So my story is I had my daughter very young, and so none of my friends had kids. I didn't have anybody besides my mom really to talk to about, like, is this normal with the baby, all of that kind of thing. And I felt uncomfortable myself going out and very self-conscious going out and making friends because I felt like I would be judged for being sort of a younger mom. And that fear of judgment really didn't allow me to put myself out there and meet anybody. So for me, I found myself Googling, like, how do you meet moms? How do you meet other moms? How do people do this? And the common thing I always found was, force yourself to go out. Especially, like you were saying, when you have a newborn, that's kind of when you really need friends because you are so exhausted and there's so much going on in your mind and you kind of just need to decompress. Yeah. And if you don't have a support system, not that your significant other or husband, not that they're not a support system, but sometimes you need to vent about them or just life at home and they're not around or available during the day, send somebody like an SOS text message.
Right.
Like,
right.
I need to rest for an hour without a child.
Yeah.
Like, can you come help me?
Plus, if you and your partner are constantly using your time to communicate just to solve problems with the kid, you guys can never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so for us, we at the time had been house hunting and we were living with my parents. So on top of not being in our own space, I was with my parents. We were both kind of just tired from not sleeping out with a newborn. And it didn't really allow me at all to make friends or put myself out there. So we finally found a house, moved, and that was when I would take walks every day. I had a 2-year-old at that point, or almost 2-year-old, and I was pregnant. And I think right after I had my second was when I stumbled upon you and some of the other people in our neighborhood just like going for a walk. And I have to say, this is the personality trait that I loved the most about you and knew that you were going to be such a good friend. Was the first thing that she said to me was, come and knock on my door whenever you want. If you ever need, time to just talk, you want to have coffee, come knock on the door. If you want to go out for walks too, like, I would love to, just come tell me. And then she led me to we have like this neighborhood directory, and she was like, you can find my phone number there, my email. So the fact that she too wanted to have a friendship with me, or, seemed like she cared if I had somebody at the time, that was how it felt. That was really important to me. And
nice. No, I did.
And then we all,
of having the same experience.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is like what really drives people together, is when you all have experienced something very similar, so you know that somebody has this particular necessity.
For sure. And you meet different types of moms too, because now that the kids are getting older and they're in school settings, you know these moms have been through the same thing, but now that they're not in it, or they're not entrenched in it, they're kind of choosing their platform as the more experienced mom to either ignore you
or branch out
or reach out to you. So it's just remember where you came from.
Yes.
Reach out to those moms.
Right. And the flip side of that is making sure that you have people that you trust and that really have like your best intentions.
Yeah.
They really want what's best for you. They're going through similar things. I mean, Darcy has children who are a little bit older than mine, and still was such a welcoming personality and like presence in my life, as well as our other friends who we've gotten to be very close with.
Yeah.
And I think the driving force with the friendship was that, we all wanted a group of friends to kind of vent to, and then it became more of like a family type feel, where when we're doing things, we all kind of reach out to one another.
Yeah.
Which is so important. I guess, do you have advice for any moms, especially those new moms with like little babies, or for you moms who are going to be new or are new?
Yeah.
Do you have any advice? I know what I would say.
Geez, it's so hard to give advice because I feel like I'm not an expert whatsoever. But if somebody were coming up to me and saying, I feel lonely, what should I be doing? I would encourage them to find an activity they enjoy.
Right.
If it includes their child, great. I think that's a common ground when a lot of moms get together with kids. And if the kid's if it's a newborn and it's just not an appropriate time, find something you enjoy.
Yeah.
A yoga class,
to get yourself out,
walking group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would also say, coming from my position, don't fear being judged or what others are going to say about you, because at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion of you, and it might not be what you like.
Right.
And they might pinpoint something that you're self-conscious about already, but keep putting yourself out there and forcing yourself to get out and go to the library with the kids for story times. Like, so many local libraries have that. Go places, if you're looking for mom friends with the children, to find people who are going through similar stages as you, and just like Darcy said, find something that you like to do. Get out there, do it, and you will meet friends. And it's so important.
It takes a little effort, and it's beneficial to everybody.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a de-stressor.
Yeah.
It's a way for you to express yourself to other people as more than just this person that's taking care of a baby.
Exactly.
All the time. So
Totally agree.
But feel free to leave comments or suggestions. You know, we're, like we mentioned in other videos, we're kind of opening this up to be a community. So moms that don't live down the street from us, you know, we're looking to open this all up.
You need to vent. If you need help finding resources for anything, comment below this video. And as always, we can finish off with a whine of the day. If you guys have a whine of the day, leave it in the comment section below. We would love to hear it because we all have that.
Yep.
Do you have a whine of the day?
Something I really want to whine about today?
Yes, I want to hear this.
There's always somebody whining at my house. That's the problem. This morning before school, my younger, so I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. The 5-year-old was whining that I had cut the crust off his toast after he had asked me to cut the crust off his toast. Oh. So he wanted the crust cut off.
Oh my God.
I did it, and then he didn't want it cut off anymore.
You can't undo it.
You can't.
No.
Which is why it's like such a whine of the day. He's just whining and whining and whining. I didn't have time to make him new toast because the bus was coming.
Yeah, it's like suck it up.
So I like
arranged
arranged the crust around.
Did you like use butter as glue, like glue the crust?
I should have. Well, that's why you're a better mom than me.
You got your crust. So if you guys have a whine of the day, please comment it below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Instagram at It's a Fine Whine. We'll leave links below in the video. And let's end this with a good old cheers.
Come back soon.
Cheers. See you guys in the next video.
They might see that now. So now we have no friends again. So you guys